Hey everyone, there's going to be a minor delay while we wait for the families of one of the graduates to arrive. So they're on their way and should be here soon enough, and then we will get the program kicked off. doors are closing. Get excited. Oh, if my classroom went this quiet every time I spoke, I'd be so much better at my job. Okay, good afternoon, and welcome to the Dalmeny High School Class of 2026 Graduation Ceremony. All right, yeah, let's do it. I'm excited to be here today as your Master of Ceremonies. For those who have never met me before, my name is Regan Dahl. I am a teacher of science and math here at the high school. And I love to see a packed house. Everyone in this room is here for the same reason, because we love or care about or otherwise invested in the future of one or more of the students who are going to be up on this stage in a couple minutes. And everyone in this room has contributed in some way to shaping these individuals into who they've grown to become. And today, we get to celebrate the fruits of our labors. Tonight is a special night, a chance to celebrate their years of hard work, for some, and determination. Our graduates have survived early mornings, again, like most of them, late night assignments and group projects where you might have one member just suspiciously disappear for 40 minutes to the bathroom. Parents have mastered the art of pretending they understand the math homework, or not pretending so they never get asked again. Teachers have become experts at answering the same question 6 times in a row. You guys know, sometimes within a span of 90 seconds. It's absurd. I hope that my colleagues are a little more diplomatic than I am and don't bust out the eye roll and the sigh and the, "Are you kidding me with this?" Which, I know it's only happened a few times. I try to be good, but through all the challenges and the laughter and the friendships and the memories and the noise, these graduates have reached an important milestone. So tonight we get to celebrate not just what they've accomplished, but their incredibly exciting futures that lie ahead. So, as I introduce the grads, sit back, relax as we honor the graduating class of 2026. All right, you ready back there? Dominic Weens. Lucas Villafuerte.
Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun. Aus.
William Klim. Dual graduates Jordan Kish and Lexi Sagrot. beach. Caleb McCrae. Mason Unterberger. Graduates Raina Skurbergs and Erica Sauntry.
If I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go. I could take you places you ain't never been before. Baby, take a chance so you'll never ever know. I got money in my hands that I really like to blow. Swipe, swipe, swipe.
Aiden Brabant. Aiden Burant. Oh my gosh. Aiden Burant. Samir Abbasi.
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias, hoy tengo a una.
Shaden Walton. Michaela van Vieren. Olivia Ruger. Brinley Andreen. Oh, banger. Gabriella McNeil.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you.
Tia Brown. Berkeley Trehorn. Aubrey Tallis. Aiden Konechny.
It started out as a feeling, which then grew into a hope, which then turned into a quiet thought, which then turned into a quiet word. And then that word grew louder and louder till it was a battle cry. I'll come back.
Here they are. Look at how good they look. Hey, one more time for our grads. Yeah. Okay, you guys, have a rest. We are going to start our night here by having the lovely Miss Aiden Konechny come up and deliver a land acknowledgement.
Oh my gosh, okay. Today, as we gather, we'd like to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 6 territory, the homeland of the Cree, Dene, Nakota, Saulteaux, Ojibwe, and Dakota peoples. We acknowledge that many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples' footsteps have marked these lands for centuries, and we pay our respects to them. We are working towards making great efforts to foster a welcoming and safe environment that accepts differences and diversity while respecting the traditional ways, rights, and beliefs of Indigenous peoples. We as a class have had the opportunity to grow up on these shared lands, being able to travel the lands and grow relationships while doing the things we love to do. We want to thank everyone for their generosity towards us who were wrong and for sharing your home with us. By acknowledging this, we as a class commit ourselves to restoring the damage we have caused of truth, justice, and reconciliation. We recognize that the truth is the only way to move forward to reconciliation. We commit to rebuilding powerful relationships and to help mend the families who've been hurt. We pledge to come together as a community to lay the foundation towards reconciliation. I have strong relationships with many Indigenous peoples. I want to commit to trying my hardest to make a difference for my friends, their families, and everyone in between. Together we can reconcile and change the ways of the past. Thank you.
Thanks, Aiden. Good job, girl. Our next speaker is a man who used to teach here at our high school and who could make anyone excited every time he walked his sweet buns through our front door. Oh, don't be weird. I'm talking about the cinnamon buns he used to bring to our staff meetings. You know, for a diabetic, this man knows his way around sweets. Keep the battery charged in that pump, hey, pal? So this is an individual who's transferred to a new school, was met with widespread disappointment among staff and students alike. When coming up with ideas for a guest speaker, I think it was probably a no-brainer to see if we could coax him back into our lives for the evening. So it's my honor to present our evening's guest speaker, Mr. Dustin Chaley.
This is for them. Thank you for the intro, Regan. Will, pay attention. This should last longer than a minute. More on that later. Aubrey, how's that anxiety level? Here? Here? Well, it's not boy problems currently since Maymont is here, so it can't be that bad. I'll check back a bit later. It might need to be higher. You have no idea what I'm about to say. I'm the nervous one. When I accepted this guest speaker job, I had to decide whether I wanted this speech to be funny or sentimental. Since this group specifically requested to be roasted, and sentimentality isn't exactly what I'm known for, I figured I'd attempt both. So to start this speech, I need to give a little bit of history of my teaching history. For 8 years, I worked in Duck Lake, and once COVID hit in 2020, I was transferred to Spirit eLearning. For 3 years, I taught online, away from a traditional classroom. Once Spirit eLearning closed, I was transferred to Dalmany. I came to Dalmany High as an experienced, albeit very nervous teacher. This group sitting in front of us was my first full class back in a classroom in 3 years, and I had to relearn a lot about being in a classroom. But I couldn't have asked for a better group to help teach me. It shouldn't be surprising to hear me use learning and education as the theme for this speech. I am an educator, and learning is my wheelhouse. So, what did I relearn from this group of students? I broke it down into a few sections: connection, trust, respect, growth, laughter, we'll get there, and legacy. So, connections. For 3 years of online teaching became squares on screens, muted microphones, and trying to read students I couldn't see. Coming back to the classroom made me realize I had forgotten something about teaching. Teaching isn't really about the lesson and the content. Don't get me wrong, all of my math lessons were super important, but being in a school is about connection. These students made connecting with them easy. Little things like conversations during lunch with a bunch of the boys at their lunch spot, making a candy salad in psychology with a group of girls, having them stop by to chat to tell me what they were up to after school is a highlight of my day. Watching Dom obliterate grade 7 girls at 9 Square. Michaela coming out of nowhere during class with some of the funniest under her breath comments I've ever heard. Aiden's ongoing adventures in trying to talk to women. Samir's questionable driving record. Jordan single-handedly keeping Monster energy drinks in business. Quinn and Connor telling me about their camping trips in northern Saskatchewan. I still have the postcards on my wall. These are just a handful of connections I had with this group that helped to reteach me that students learn best when they feel a connection with their teachers. As you move on out of high school, I hope you remember this. People remember connection. They remember how someone made them feel. Your relationships with friends, coworkers, family, future students, if any of you become teachers, Dom, those connections matter more than you think. Trust. In second semester of the grade 10 year, these kids were taking an outdoor ed class and they taught me about trust. I learned that these kids trusted me. I'm not sure why, but they did. They trusted me so much, in fact, that they all came running into my room while I was on a prep period and left me their phones because they couldn't bring them on whatever outdoor ed adventure they were going on. I said, sure, I'll keep them safe. No ringers. I had work to do. 30 seconds after they leave, notifications start going off. Not surprising given their addiction to cell phones. So I decided to hide their phones in the school and only leave a cryptic letter on my door telling them to get looking. I went and worked in a different room. Once the end of the day bell rang, I walked around the corner to see a whole herd of grade 10s, wild-eyed and anxious, looking for their precious phones. If you've ever seen Lord of the Rings, think Gollum. Wide-eyed and screaming about their precious. So grads, trust is something so important in life. Trust those you care about, your family, your friends, your teachers. But remember, sometimes your teacher's annoyed you don't follow rules and decides to play pranks. Respect. Justin, I hope you're ready. Well, I quickly learned that teenage boys have a surprising amount of respect for those that show them respect. I had issues in my first class with these kids, Workplace 10 Math, with Justin Farfan only responding to me in Spanish. This was in like the first 2-3 weeks of school. He thought it was funny to make fun of the middle-aged white guy. However, his football buddies, Dom, Aiden, and others, made sure to put him in his place on the ride to Hague one day after school. Thank you. I never asked them to do this, and I never had issues with Justin after that. Did I, Justin? I don't know where you are, but you're here somewhere. So somewhere along the lines, I earned these students respect, and my guess is that it was because I treated them with respect. Respect is earned if you treat people well. Remember that. The world needs more of it. Growth. Will. The grade 10 version of you that I first met, and the people sitting here are not the same. Some of you found confidence, not Aiden with women, we'll get more to that later. Some found direction, some found meaning, and some of you are still figuring it out. Each of those is completely okay, and whether you know it or not, this group of teenagers helped me grow back into a classroom teacher. I had to remember things I'd forgotten about organizing and running a classroom after 3 years online. I relearned that students can take class presentation roles and manipulate them to their own needs. For example, Will was able to take a 10-minute presentation and manipulate time so that it was a 1-minute presentation. Will, I didn't realize you had that sort of power to manipulate my Law 30 final presentation. Either you're a Jedi or your grade tanked. Laughter. Now the fun begins. Laughter in and out of a classroom is important. It builds community and connection. It allows me as a teacher to have fun and unwind with my students. This is something I didn't forget during my online teaching years. I did, however, learn to hone this craft with this group of students. Before we begin, can we have another round of applause for this group? They've cleaned up very nice. Now, parents, a lot of these are inside jokes, and I'm sorry. Connor, seriously, of all the days to mess it up, fix your collar. If anyone has a phone on them, please do not leave it unattended. Shaden has a tendency to call 911 just to see if it works. Aiden Brandt, don't freak out. There are women in the room. Talk calmly. Girls don't bite, usually. Berkeley, where are you? There you are. Did you know that you have mastered the eye roll better than any student I've ever taught? I learned that while you were stuck in my room for 3 hours a day when you came back from your surgery. So many eye rolls. Dom, you made it on stage without getting injured. I think that's an all-time record. Tia, you are single-handedly the most mischievous student on stage. Behind that innocent smile is a mastermind of manipulation. More times than I can remember, you were the leading cause of side conversations, long walks out of my classroom, and work not getting completed. But it was never your idea. Aubrey, you knew you would be either before or after Tia. How's that anxiety level now? Good. Caleb, I'm surprised to see you don't have an escort tonight. Given how much you talked in my class about all that riz you had, I was expecting more. No, I already turned down Aiden. Rainus, I'm glad to see you developed into an independent man capable of finding your way here on your own. I'm surprised you don't have your one true love as your escort. But then again, you are still sitting next to each other. Brindley, you are single-handedly the loudest human being I have ever met. It is impressive, actually.
It's my whole family. Not just me. You know Max as well.
It's true. Mason, you are single-handedly the quietest human I have ever met. Between having you and Brindley in class, it leveled out to a normal average. Jordan, where are you? There you are. I'm pretty sure you still owe me push-ups. But with those noodle arms, I doubt that'll ever happen. Gabby, I think you should become a lawyer, not an actor, based on how much we argued during Law 30. I would like to note, though, I always won those arguments. Aiden Konechny, I didn't get to know you very well at my time at DHS. You were usually somewhere off on a hockey holiday. Samir, I thought I taught you enough in math that cars aren't meant to be boats. Right, Jordan? Michaela, genuinely, you are too lovely of a human being to make fun of. I mean that. Quinn, I am surprised to see you dressed up and not rocking toe shoes. Olivia, please be careful. Rule is in the room. Do not start a fight. Lucas, I am also surprised to see you here. Normally, I only see you in the weight room. Erica, where are you? I didn't really get to teach you. I did get to know you just a little bit, mostly because you followed a certain field boy around, and I did teach him. Lexi, last but not least, I'm surprised you made it here on time. Your house is down the street, not across from the school. This is essentially a miracle. Also, congratulations on valedictorian. Finally, legacy. When people hear the word legacy, they often think of accomplishments. What did you achieve? What title did you earn in life? What property did you own? How much money did you earn? But I think legacy is a bit quieter than that. This group's legacy, for me, is the mark they left on my teaching life. Teachers spend a lot of time shaping students, which hopefully I did a little bit of. But sometimes students end up shaping teachers too. This group reminded me why I got into this profession in the first place. Your trust mattered. Your respect mattered. Your laughter mattered. You may never know the full impact that you all had on me as a teacher, but I hope you know it mattered. As you move into whatever's next, remember that your legacy won't just be measured in accomplishments. It will be measured in the people you encourage, the kindness you show, the trust you build, and the way people feel after knowing you. Grads, please look under your chairs. There's a small gift as a keepsake of our time together. Above the hat, just in case you're confused. No, it's not a prank. It's a gift for you. Yes. Parents, you'll have to ask about the duck stories. Grads, please have a good, safe night tonight. Congratulations once again. Thank you.
Right on. Well done, DC. Just to piggyback on a little bit of advice, Samir, if you see something blue in a beaker in a science lab, don't put your finger in it and then into your mouth. Generally, as an 18-year-old, keep your fingers out of your mouth anyway, but especially in a science lab. Our next speakers are two academically outstanding individuals. And anyone who came to our musical production this year can attest that these boys can apparently rock a pair of tights. Yeah. To deliver a message to the staff, I would like to welcome up Aiden, I swear I know your last name, Barant, and Dominic.
Good afternoon. My name is Aiden. And I'm Dominic. Standing here today, it's impossible not to think about the people who shaped their time in the halls of Downey High. DHS isn't just a school, it's a community built by staff who showed up every day ready to push us, support us, and sometimes put up with more than we deserved. None of us would be here if it wasn't for the amazing staff sitting in front of us today.
To Mrs. Pauls and Mrs. Friesen, you greet us every single day. It doesn't matter if we're 30 minutes early or 40 minutes late. We thank you for your patience, for having to grab all our stuff from the printer, even if it's 10 times in a row. Mrs. Friesen, thank you for all the work you do running the Cougar Cave. Whether it's lunches, snacks, or drinks, you've always helped keep students fed and ready to get through the school day.
To Dahl, you're the GOAT. You got us through math and science and always joked around with us. You somehow made the hardest units less painful and the trickiest formulas look easy. Thank you for coaching the greatest curling team DHS has ever seen. And we're not sure who's more excited for graduation, you or us. After all, every day we're gone is one more day you can spend on the golf course.
To Mr. Cummings, Mr. Wellman, and Mr. Young, thank you for teaching us in the classroom, coaching us in sports and drama, and your conversations in the hallways. You made a big difference.
To Jason, Mr. Amard, and Miss Kraft, thank you for the work you did behind the scenes. Your hard work, dedication, and care have helped create a safe, clean, and welcome environment where we can learn, grow, and make memories.
To Mibs, you constantly try to make English the best classroom. You planned our camping trip when nobody else would, and you supported us in coaching track and field and a director in the musicals. More than that, you were an incredible teacher who always cared about your students. We're going to miss your energy, encouragement, and everything you did to make DHS a better place. We're missing the rest of the speech.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. To Miss J and Mrs. Burgess, we appreciate your jokes and the way you were constantly interested in what we were doing in each class.
To Vero, you're not really one of the teachers, you're one of the boys. You're a great storyteller, and you know that you loved our little jokes in the shop. Speaking of which, did you find your speaker today?
To Mrs. Koski, thank you for your kindness and patience, whether it was in home ec, where you taught us life skills were actually used, or this year as vice principal. You always made time for students. We're gonna miss your laughs, the great food, and most of all, we're gonna miss you.
To Siggy, hey, we love you, bro. As our principal, you've helped lead DHS and always brought a sense of humor to the hallways. This year, you also put up with all our lates to Indigenous studies and somehow managed to keep us on track. Your jokes, stories, and support have made a lasting impact on all of us.
To Mrs. Peters, Miss Boyle, and Miss McDonald, thank you for all you do to help students and keeping us fed in the Career Cave.
To CPM, you got us through grade 7 during COVID, and you always have a smile on your face when you walk past us in the hall, and always love to have a nice conversation with us.
To Leanne, you have put up so much this past few years, from me and Smear getting 3 months behind in our online class, to having to hear all of our stupid stories from the weekend. Thank you for getting us through our online classes.
And to the entire staff of Delmany High School, thank you. Our graduation has been made up of thousands of little moments, and so many of those moments happened because of the people in the school. You were there when we needed help, when we needed advice, and sometimes when we just needed someone to listen. You celebrated our successes, challenged us, helped us learn from our mistakes, and gave us the support we needed to get to this stage today.
Even if we didn't always show it, we appreciated everything you did for us. DHS will always be a part of who we are and the people we will become.
Thank you. And we would also like to welcome Mrs. Koski for the response.
Good evening, graduates, families, friends, and colleagues, and to the graduating class. Today is finally here. You made it. We've watched you grow from students who asked, "Is this for marks?" to students who now ask, "Is there any way to boost my mark?" Now that's growth. We've seen you find your way around the school eventually with the odd bathroom stop or hangout session. We've seen you master the art of showing up just as the bell rings, or possibly 10 minutes after, with a Starbucks or a Slurpee in hand. You may not know where your binder is, but you had that drink for class. And yet, through all of that, you've grown into capable, resilient, thoughtful young adults. And that's why today matters. Because while we celebrate what you've done, we're really here to talk about who you are becoming. There's a line in a well-known song: if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Now that might sound like a big idea, world-changing, history-making, slightly intimidating, especially if you're still figuring out how to do your own laundry. But here's the truth. It doesn't start with something huge. It starts small. It starts with you, with the way you show up every day, with how you treat others, even when you're tired, stressed, or it's Monday morning first period. We saw you on those Mondays. We really did. And as the song reminds us, it starts with the reflection of the human being in the mirror. Now, we know mirrors at school are often used for checking hair before class. One thing about this group, they care about how they look, especially the hair. And honestly, sometimes the guys cared a little more than the girls. I've seen more last-minute mirror checks, hat adjustments, and don't touch it warnings from them than anyone else. But today we're talking about something more. We're talking about taking a moment to look at yourself honestly and ask, who do I want to be? What kind of impact do I want to have? Because while we could stand here and list your achievements, and there are many, we're very proud of the moments that didn't make it onto your transcript. The time you helped someone understand a concept, possibly 5 minutes before the test. The times you stood up for someone else. The days you kept going, even when you really didn't feel like being at school. All the singing that took place on the bus to every field trip that this grade ever went on. There was always music and always singing. To the group of guys that ate their lunch daily on the benches in the hallway. Sometimes I just wish I had earplugs. And of course, no reflection on this class would be complete without mentioning the vehicles that somehow became part of their high school identity. Over the years, we've seen everything, from first cars that probably shouldn't have passed inspection, to trucks that announced your arrival from half a block away. You could always count on a conversation about driving, how to do it, how not to do it, and while some people took that advice to heart, others, well, there were the quick trips to the co-op store that somehow felt like major adventures. And the legendary parking situations, especially when certain grade 12s confidently claimed spots in the staff parking lot. Honestly, we never knew that being in grade 12 automatically made you staff, but I guess confidence really is key. Those little moments, the rides, the laughter, and even the questionable driving decisions are all part of what made our time together unforgettable. Those moments matter, because the world you're stepping into doesn't just need people who can pass exams or meet deadlines. It needs people who care, people who take responsibility, people who are willing to look at themselves and say, I can do better, I can help, I can be part of something positive. And here's the good news. You've already showed us that you can. We've seen your leadership, whether on teams, in classrooms, or just helping each other get through tough days. We've seen your humor, sometimes at very creative times. One memory that stands out with this particular group is they loved gaming. Before school, at lunch, and during every break, they were connecting their devices to race or compete against one another. I would finally get everyone settled during grade 8 English. On some days, that was an accomplishment in itself. And just as I was about to begin the lesson, it would happen. Right on cue, a loud Clash of Clans sound would echo through the room. Instantly, the giggling would start, and focus would disappear, and just like that, we were back to square one. And we've seen your resilience, the ability to adapt, to push through and to keep moving forward. Especially those students that procrastinate year after year, that they won't leave those assignments and projects to the last few hours before they are due. So as you leave this school, we want to leave you with this. You don't have to change the whole world tomorrow. You don't need to have every answer figured out, but you can make a difference starting now, in how you treat people, in the effort you give, in the choices you make when no one is watching. So when you're not sure what to do next, remember this. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? And then be that person, even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient, even when no one else is doing it, because that's where real change begins. Graduates, we are incredibly proud of you. We've watched your journey, and we know this is only the beginning. So go forward with confidence, with kindness, and yes, with just a little bit of that last-minute assignment energy when you need it. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go out there and be the change. We will have the slideshow next.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Let's get off.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out, and losing our control.
Fill up my cup. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Just take it off. Let's paint the town. We'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up. Do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like oh my God. Like oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get off. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov. Look at her dancing.
Move it, move
Just
it.
take it off. Let's paint the town. Paint the town. We'll shut it down. Shut it down. Let's burn the roof. and won't do it again. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, do it, do it, do it. Here we come, here we go. We gotta rock, 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 rock. Easy come, easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot, body rock, rockin', don't stop. Round and round, up and down, around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us, you know what we say. Party every day, party every day, and I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. Tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Let's get on. I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out. I wanna let it.
That was awesome. Quinn, you got to bring that flow back. Our next speakers are two exceptional young ladies whose constant presence on the other side of my desk is something I'll definitely miss next year. Although I think Aubrey's asked me enough questions in the last 3 years that her voice is kind of permanently burned into my brain. So I guess I can carry that memory with me when she's gone. To deliver a message to the families, please welcome Aubrey and Tia.
You shouldn't have said that. Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know us, my name is Aubrey.
And my name is Tia.
And on behalf of the graduating class, we would like to take a moment to thank the people who have helped us reach this important milestone, our parents and families.
Today is a celebration of our accomplishments, but none of us would be standing here without your love, support, and encouragement. From packing our lunches to driving us to school, helping us with homework, and showing up at every event. From our first day to our last, you have been there every step of the way. Thank you for being our alarm clocks, chauffeurs, tutors, and personal motivational speakers.
You have taught us so many valuable lessons, and even if we didn't always recognize it, your sacrifices and dedication have helped shape us into the individuals we are today. You believed in us when we doubted it ourselves and reminded us to keep going when challenges seemed overwhelming. We are so grateful for everything you have done. We've learned a lot in school, but some of our most important lessons came from our parents, usually right after we made a questionable decision.
As we graduate and begin the next chapter in our lives, we'll always remember the lessons, values, and love you have given us. Your support extends far beyond just school. You've taught us to be kind, how to face setbacks, and how to treat others with respect. These are things we'll carry into our futures and the rest of our lives.
To all the parents here tonight, thank you for your patience, guidance, and support. We are proud of what we've achieved and hope we have made you proud as well.
As we celebrate this milestone, let's recognize those who have helped us reach it. To our parents and families, thank you. Graduates and guests, let's give them a round of applause, please. And we would like to introduce Melissa McRae for the response.
Where's mine? You got me. I got you a small one. Okay, good, perfect. Okay. Good afternoon. You guys all did the funny route. I should have done that. Sorry. I'll try to make it through this. This is my backup Sam, just in case I can't make it through. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Melissa. I'm Caleb's mom. I have the absolute honor to celebrate this incredible group of graduates with you. Tonight, you get to celebrate a big milestone and everything it took to get here. The early mornings, the late nights studying, the challenges, the moments that didn't go quite as planned. You all learned to push through and give it your all, even when things weren't easy for you, and that for you guys should be so proud. Over the years, I've had the chance to get to know many of you, and I have to say, you're an amazing group of young men and women, kind, respectful, and always showing up for each other. Hold on to those memories, to the people who supported you, the laughter, the lessons learned, and the friendships made along the way. As you move forward, remember you don't need a perfect plan. My advice is simple. Keep showing up, keep trying, and have the courage to go after the things that scare you, because those are often the things that matter the most. One of my biggest fears is public speaking, but I'm glad I had the courage to get up here because you guys are everything that matter most. Congratulations, class of 2006, or 2026. We are so proud of you.
There you go, a lesson in facing your fears. Beautiful job, Melissa. The address from this year's valedictorian falls to an incredibly bright young lady who is academically accomplished. She is fiercely loyal to her friends. She's a valued member of our student council. She's a responsible and conscientious student, and she barely even needs a teacher to learn Physics 30 at a level that would require painstaking effort from most students. Please welcome our 2026 valedictorian, Lexi Segrot.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and the graduates of 2026.
My name is Lexi Sagrat, and I'm honored to be up here today speaking to you all. In a city school, students end up sitting beside strangers each period. In Dalmany, I know most of you have been looking at the same faces since kindergarten. You guys watched each other grow from children to teenagers, which builds a bond you can never break. Even though I missed quite a few of those years, this class never made me feel like a late addition. Instead, they got me up to date and made sure I knew about their water fights in grade 7. This class did not just give me an extra seat, they gave me a community. Throughout the years, we have made a mark, each of us with our own achievements and our own unique experiences, and as I've heard Mib say to us many times, we make a pretty special class. Despite the ups and the downs we have gone through, like grade 8, which was a pretty rough year, this class always comes together. You could always count on us for showing up to fun day, supporting each other in sports, getting each other out of ditches, and always being up for a game of poker. Our class shows what true resilience and connection is within DHS. We are not only graduating together, but we will grow together. Now, we did not do everything ourselves. In fact, to be here today, I believe we needed all the help we could get. I would like to thank all the teachers, administrators, janitors, and parents of DHS for making this school it is today. I would like to give a special thanks to a few people in mind, beginning with Ms. Koski, for dealing with our young minds and constant grade 8 fights, along with listening to the boys' horrendous music taste in home ec. Mr. Chaley, for actually teaching us factoring when we had all previously failed it the year before, as well as bringing us treats from the class and sharing the occasional food from his lunch. Mr. Dahl, for trying to answer our questions, although it usually left us with more questions, and for getting random songs stuck in our head like, "Where'd the cheese go?" Mibs, for always trying to keep our class close and friendly, like when she divided us into divisions and put us in our own Hunger Games. Or when she made the entire English class join the musical. Yeah, it worked out great. One more personal note I would like to say is I'd like to thank Miss Pauls, who greeted me at the door every morning, no matter how late I was. These people did not just give us an education, they gave us moments of laughter, mentorship, and of course, memories that will not be forgotten. Fortunately for most, these support systems did not just end once the bell rang, for they were also waiting for us at home. I would like to thank all the parents and guardians around this room for being our personal cheerleaders, our chauffeurs no matter the weather, and for being the one person who we knew was always in our corner. You have all taught us this small town is not a limitation on our success, but rather one of our greatest strengths. Wherever we go from now on, we will always remember your hard work, your values, and your love for us. As we begin this new part of our life, we will always have a strong community to look back on. A common misconception about small towns is that they limit our potential. Big dreams need big cities to grow. This myth obviously has not met our class. The world is not shaped by size of the place that you start. Instead, it is shaped by your ambition, your integrity, and your grit. The unknowingness of the future may be scary, but I encourage you all to face it head on. Let us carry the memories we have made, the people we have met, and the community we have built into our future. I would like to congratulate each and every one of you on this achievement. Here's to a future filled with excitement and adventure. Well done, class of 2026.
Good job, Lexi. Congratulations. Our next speaker, I'd like to call upon our problem solver, academic counselor, 3D printer fixer, Christmas karaoke legend, perpetually heartbroken Oilers fan. To deliver our principal's message is shockingly our principal, Ron Sigstad.
Hello and welcome to all the graduates, parents, and guests of Dalmany High School graduation. My name is Ron Sigstad, and I've had the privilege of being this class's principal for the past 3 years. I've had the opportunity to teach or coach all of these amazing young people up here today, and I'm honored to be here to speak to all of you today. When I look at this group of young adults, I see a group with different personalities, skills, and beliefs. Congratulations, grads, on your hard work, late nights, and big dreams that brought you here today. After today, we'll see where life takes you. I heard this, and it made me think of this class. Be the reason somebody believes in goodness again, not because you're perfect, but because you choose to be kind when you had every reason not to. You smiled through the storms, you listened even when your own heart was breaking, you showed up with softness in a world that often isn't, and maybe that was what the real strength looks like, being gentle when life gives you every reason to be hard. Today, I want to reflect on all the amazing qualities that you have and hopefully share a few funny stories too. Graduates, take a moment to look around you and remember you are surrounded by those who love you. This group of young adults have many great qualities and look forward to seeing where their future takes them. Samir, I will always remember him as an extremely friendly young man that doesn't take life too seriously. I got to see him apply his game on the camping trip. So, what do you do for a living? He asked the 17-year-old girl. Just crickets. My prediction is he gets himself a fancy plaid suit and starts making commercials and selling his beautiful used cars. Slogan, come here to get a deal from Samir. Brinley, I've had the opportunity to coach and teach you. I appreciate that you kind of like doing things your own way and being your own person. I loved your individuality. My prediction is she will fulfill her dream of studying the stars or becoming one. Quinn. Quincy's one of those guys that's always there when the boys are doing dumb things but doesn't seem to get caught for it. I'm not sure if he just looks innocent or if he's just that quintastic. My prediction is he uses his desire to find good deals to make big money and become financially responsible, as well as continuing not to get caught with the boys when they make poor choices. Tia, or Motor Mouth Brown, like most of us call her. She's always got to be the center of attention, always talking. Maybe not. T-Rex is a very sweet, kind person that is liked by everyone. She will use her sweetness to become a mom of 10 children because she's got to beat her mom, and she will be a Sunday school teacher and a volunteer on every committee. Aiden, he's a quiet, respectful guy. He's one of those guys that was always front row seat to the goofy things that the boys did. I'm not sure how much involvement he had. He'll become an engineer and build us a super high-tech school for Delmany. Jordan has more likely to be part of the action with the boys than some of the others. He must have been well-liked, though, because the boys washed his car for him and he didn't even ask. Then there's that friendship with Will. Tain't it the greatest? My prediction, he didn't hand anything in, so I'm just going to say he'll probably end up doing whatever Lexi tells him to do. William. Big Willie is a super friendly guy. He is friends with everyone. I had the opportunity to witness him try to expand his friendships when we were at the beach on a camping trip. Although his game wasn't perfect, I think this was a good miss, buddy. My prediction is he starts his own vehicle restoration business where he is known across the country for his amazing mechanical abilities and restoration skills. Aiden. She's a friendly person with a great sense of humor. She's a deep thinker, as I learned through our Indigenous Studies class when they taught her last year. She's also a very good hockey player. I wish I'd got to watch her play, but maybe it'll be a road trip to Lloydminster next year. My prediction, she'll become a nurse and travel with the Canadian women's hockey team as their nurse and their alternate player. Caleb, you are the wind beneath my wings. Or just in the boys' tent. If you've ever chatted with him, you'll know he's a friendly guy, but doesn't always think before he speaks. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth. My prediction, he will use his skills in aerodynamics and fan movement to set up a wind farm near Delmany. Gabby. With Gabster around, you never have to worry about long, awkward moments of silence. I think that may be why her and Berkeley got to work so well together. My greatest memory of her is from Shrek. When she started to sing, I actually thought they were playing a CD. I was truly amazed at her voice. My prediction, she will first head out and perform in many Broadway musicals, then she will go to school to become a pediatric doctor. Olivia, or Liv, I'll always remember every moment that you used every moment of class time to get her work done. And if you ever needed to pick me up, there was that girl, she was there by your side. But actually, she is one of those girls that's always willing to help out her classmates and her friends. My prediction, Olivia will become a firefighter where she's often called to scenes that her male classmates have created. Lexi, or Mom as the boys call her, I will remember Lexi as such an engaging speaker at assemblies. I was truly amazed how well she presented. She's a very entertaining, engaging speaker, as we heard here today. My prediction, in 4 years, she'll graduate from bioscience. She'll miss the ceremony because she's late, but she'll become a very, very successful and well-respected bioscientist. Erica, or Eureka, or Mouse, like some of us like to call her. You never know when she's in the room because she's so quiet. Erica, I'm so glad you're able to come back to finish your school off here. I will miss all your energy. My prediction, Erica will run a successful fitness and beauty salon. She will start the day with her high energy fitness classes because she knows that health is part of beauty. Rainus. Rainus is usually one of the guys in the middle of the mix, but he's quiet enough you're not sure what part he has in it. I got to learn more about him on the camping trip and see his game. My prediction is he'll go to Moose Jaw to get his engineering diploma, and he'll return to Dalmany to open up his own engineering business with Aiden. Aubrey, or Obsauce. I'm so proud of you, even sitting so quietly and nicely today. I've had the opportunity to both coach and teach her. She's a high-energy person. I think that's why her and Tia are such good friends. Tia's a good listener, and Aubrey's a good talker. My prediction, she gets her occupational therapy degree and opens up shop in Dalmany, where her main clients are us all as aging teachers. Burke. I got to know her much better over the last 3 years. She will occasionally smile or shake her head at my great humor. I appreciate her dedication as a friend, and she's a good listener too. My prediction is Berkster will go to the University of Saskatchewan to get her psychology degree and then get her counselor degree for PSSD. Maybe she'll help me to get through all these things that I heard at the fishing or on the camping trip. Mason, I got to know the Maester a lot more this year. I appreciate his work ethic and his deep level of thinking. He's a very conscientious, kind student. My prediction is Mason becomes a famous, well-respected lawyer, and for a guy like me with a big mouth, that might come in handy for me someday. Michaela, or Mick. When I was in the same room as her, I definitely was not the most mature one in the room. Mick is a very hardworking person and takes things very seriously. If you ever wanted something to be done right and done well, she was the person to go to. My prediction is she'll complete her degree in social work, and within 10 years, she'll have the social service system working very well, helping many people in a way more efficient way. Connor, I've had the opportunity to learn more about Connor this year. We had many great discussions. He had a lot of knowledge and passion for fishing. I was surprised he didn't catch any fishing on the camping trip because he had some pretty cool hooks. My prediction is Connor completes his political science degree with initial intentions of becoming a lawyer, but realizes politics is where it's at and becomes our premier. Lucas, I had the opportunity to teach the Lukester a few times. I'm going to say that Math 10 might have aged me a little bit. I really just love to see how much Lucas has grown in the past 3 years. He's turned into such a confident, happy, engaged young man. My prediction is with Lucas's new energy and love for cooking, Lucas will open up a chain of restaurants, but he'll start the chain in Dalmany, and his slogan will be, "Let vera ferte fill your plate." Huh? Not bad. Shaden, I'm glad to see you moving better. He fell down in the tent on the camping trip, and I could just hear him yelling that he couldn't get up. I was so worried about him. Shaden is a guy that always has something funny to say. And as a teacher, I didn't always love it, but that sense of humor will serve him well in the future. I could see Shaden working for a bit and then getting into a trade and eventually returning to Dalmany, opening up shop here. Dominique. I appreciate teaching Doomsday Dom. He's often the different perspectives that he'd bring to class and lead to more discussion. I also enjoyed watching him play football and being the dominator out there. He reminds me a lot of me because I played football once too. My prediction, Dom will play in the CFL for 10 years, then he'll use his communication skills to become a TSN football analyst. This class is such a fun group of kids. I've enjoyed getting to know them better, teaching them this semester, and on the camping trip. I actually got to learn them way too well on the camping trip. This class has many strong academic, athletic, and hands-on skills in people, and they have a wide range of different interests and unique personalities. These skill sets will help them as they start their next chapter of their future. You will be missed. I will miss your smiles, your jokes, your high energy, and your genuine love for life. I will miss seeing you sit on the benches and sharing your stories. Well, there are a few stories I wish I hadn't heard. I will miss coaching many of you and seeing you lead the school through the SRC. I will miss visiting with you. My hope is that you will stop and visit me someday when you see me outside the school. Your next chapter is about to start. Your potential is limitless. Use your ability to go and do what you want in life and move forward. I want you to remember, though, to be respectful and kind of our differences. Never regret having a good heart. All good things come back multiple. Be an example. Show kindness to unkind people. Forgive people who don't deserve it. Love unconditionally, and your actions will always reflect who you are. Caring is one of the greatest joys we have in life. Sometimes it only takes one act of kindness to make a difference to a person, and you could change the course of their life forever. In a world with so much divide, please try to respond with empathy and love. Live so that when your children think of fairness, caring, and integrity, they think of you. Graduating class of 2026, as you leave here today, I hope you remember to love and be kind. I love you, I miss you, and good luck. Take care. Thank you.
Oh, you're not going far, Siggy. Scrolls. Yeah, come on up. Okay, you ready? You know what? We'll just get through this and then we're right at the end. Okay, Samir Abbasi. Samir's short-term goal is to graduate and make bank. One step at a time, pal. Brinley Andreen. She wants to get into drama school and study astronomy. Quinn Bold. His short-term goal is to buy cheap things and think he's getting a good deal. Set that bar high, my guy. Tia Brown. Congratulations to Tia, who received the Affinity for Community Scholarship for $1,000. Aiden Burant. Aiden's headed to the University of Saskatchewan for engineering. Jordan Kish. Jordan's notes say, make bank, go to school next year, keep making bank, be an engineer. William Klim. William plans to be a heavy-duty mechanic, have a family, own a big farm. Aiden Konechny. Aiden's going to play hockey at Lakeland College and pursue a nursing degree. Caleb McRae. Caleb plans to race his car on the SIR track, make money, wow, and to own a boat. I'm on a boat. Gabriella McNeil. Gabby's going to get through her undergrad in cellular physiology and pharmacology so she can get into med school. Thank you for making me pronounce those words. Olivia Ruger. She plans to, I quote, take a gap year to organize my life and get ready to become a firefighter. Lexi Sagrot. Congratulations to Lexi, who received the High Achieving Entrance Scholarship from the U of S for a whopping $5,000. She's going for animal bioscience. Erica Santry. Erica plans to pursue a spot in the hair and aesthetics. Who wrote this? Rainus Skurbergs. Rainus is going to finish school in Moose Jaw. His long-term goals are to be cooler and buy a Maybach. I don't know what that is, pal, sorry. Aubrey Tallis. Aubrey's going to get her kinesiology degree and go into occupational therapy at the U of S. Berkeley Trehorn. Berkeley's going to the U of S for psychology. Long-term goals are to move out and find a job that makes her happy. Mason Unterberger. Mason's going to attend the U of S, get a degree, and then get into law school, wherever that may be. Michaela van Vieren. I'm doing my best here, Michaela. Michaela is going to finish college and have a good job and spend time with family and friends. Connor Veach. Connor's going to get his Bachelor of Arts in Political Studies. One day become a successful lawyer, husband, and father. You'll be a natural, bud. Lucas Villafuerte. Short-term goal to survive. And eventually open his own restaurant. Shaden Walton. Short-term goals to work and go to school and live a long and happy life. Dominic Weens. Go to school. It says get jacked, but I think we could just put stay jacked there. Run some guys over in football and be awesome, okay? I mean, you got most of those ticked off already here, pal. I'm going to call Mrs. Koski up for a special presentation. Yeah, clap. She's awesome.
Good evening. Tonight we celebrate a very special DHS tradition, recognizing 2 graduates who truly represent the heart of the grade 12 class. These awards are not based on marks, popularity, or achievements alone. They are chosen by classmates who know the true character of the people standing beside them every day. The young woman receiving the ring tonight is someone who leads with kindness, generosity, and compassion. She is the person who includes others, offers support without hesitation, and helps make this graduating class stronger simply by being herself. Her classmates chose her because she represents what it means to care for others and to lift people up. The young man receiving the watch tonight is equally deserving. He is someone who demonstrates integrity, respect, and genuine friendship. He is dependable, encouraging, and always willing to help others succeed. His classmates recognized in him the qualities of true leadership and strong character. These awards mean so much because they come from the voices of their peers, the people who have shared the classrooms, hallways, achievements, and challenges of the past years together. May this ring and watch always remind you not only of your graduation, but of the incredible impact you had on the people around you. Congratulations to Tia Brown and Aiden Barant.
We made it. We endured the heat, and we're ready to wrap it up. So, the last bit of advice I'm going to give the grads here as they head out into the world is this. Something that you're already good at. Welcome people into your life. Don't judge someone before you know them. Everyone in this world is doing their best with the unique tools that they have. And every person you meet is an opportunity to grow and learn from and to add more tools to your own toolkit, from them sharing their wisdom and for you to share your tools to help others. And I'm lucky enough to say, after working with these students for years, that I was able to walk away from work every single day and say to myself, wow, what a bunch of tools. So thank you, everyone, for attending tonight and showing your support for these incredible individuals. I would love everybody to stand up. No, you guys are going to grab your hats, right? Yeah. And join me in a round of applause for our Dalmany High School graduating class of 2026.
along. There's one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside every darkened door where blues won't haunt you anymore, where the brave are free and lovers soar. Come ride with